Hello and welcome to MJ Studies. Today we'll discuss about Elastic Beanstalk. What is Elastic Beanstalk, how we can use Elastic Beanstalk, where we can use Elastic Beanstalk, and how to configure Elastic Beanstalk in a AWS management console. So here in this video you see that there is a before Elastic Beanstalk, the developer needs to manage all the things. The developer needs to manage EC2 instance, load balancer, CloudWatch, alarm, security groups, Elastic IP, block storage, auto scaling, load balancing, and many much more they need to manage with this before Elastic Beanstalk. So here AWS comes up with the solution that developer only need to focus on their code building, and the Elastic Beanstalk automatically manages all the tools, all the servers, load balancers, storage, IPs, scaling, security groups. All those would be managed by Elastic Beanstalk with the help of AI. They manage the with the help of AI. They manage the application according to the scale, according to the code. So now here, when Elastic Beanstalk, why Elastic Beanstalk is used for? Elastic Beanstalk is a service for deploying and scaling web applications and services. Upload your code and Elastic Beanstalk automatically handle the deployment from capacity provisioning, load balancing, and auto scaling to application health monitoring. So what Elastic Beanstalk used for? You only need to upload the code. You don't need to worry on scaling the application. You don't need to worry on deploying the servers, services. All those things were handled by Elastic Beanstalk, and you only need to focus on your coding, that how you can code your application and give the best output. Elastic Beanstalk automatically monitors your health checks, monitors your application health, can create logs. You can find any issue in the application, and you can check in the logs and check for all those situations. So now here, by the help of management console, how we can create Elastic Beanstalk and how we can use it in our in our code development and all those. So to create Elastic Beanstalk, what we need to go to services. In services, there you found compute option. In the compute option, you found Elastic Beanstalk. Just click on Elastic Beanstalk. When you click on Elastic Beanstalk, it asks for, just a second, it's loading. Yeah, it asks for create application. So we are going to create application first. Just click on application and go to create application. Here we are going to give the name MJ Study. Yeah, as a name, application name MJ Study. We can give here text. There are some predefined text also over here. You can give your text too. So we are going to give this as a invite, as a app, and give as app as MJ test. Now, yeah, you can choose a platform, that on which platform your application work. So either you can choose Go, Docker, Java, Node.js, PHP, Python, Ruby, any of the .NET code for Windows or for Linux. So we are going to use Node.js for this testing purpose. Here it asks for branch. It means in which version you are going to do this Node.js configuration, the platform version which is recommended. Now we are going, if you have any app code to upload now, you can upload it now, or you can also upload it later after creating the application and environment. So we are now going to create a application. Yeah, now the application creation process has been working on. So yeah, here you check for that using Elastic Beanstalk, you can, your application environment is start creating. So now what we are going to do, we will check for the EC2 instance. As you know that in the EC2 instance, all the configurations are going on. So we are checking for the EC2 instance, that the EC2 instance creation is been initiated or not yet. So we are going in the instances and now checking for the instance, that instance is created or not. So this environment is in pending state, and you found that there is no instance. Now you see that my MJ study underscore ANV is the instance is there, which is in pending state. So when it's come to running state, the status check is in OK state, then the Elastic Beanstalk is also comes to with the health check OK. Now we are going to check for this. Yeah, along with this environment, you can check for the application which is running on this environment. So you can check for the application, that this application is MJ Study which we created, which is a Node.js application and which is running on the environment MJ Study my hyphen environment env. Now we are going to refresh this and also check for the instance, that now our instance is in running state, but status check is is still in initializing state, so we are waiting up till it comes to okay state, and we are waiting up till the environment comes with okay state. So meanwhile what we are going to do, we are checking for the environment, like all sorts of details we got. So as you see here in the code option, you found that the creation of auto scaling group with the name, creation of load balancer, creation of name, target group, security group, and environment, the complete environment is created. So currently the environment is created with all the default setting. Now I am telling to, meanwhile this environment is created, it's in pending state. So meanwhile I am going to tell you that how we can edit, how we can modify, how we can edit our environment in while creating the environment. So here you found it in the environment tier, there are two tiers, one is web server environment and other is worker environment. So in web server, so what AWS said regarding this environment, AWS Elastic Beanstalk has two types of environment tier to support different types of web applications. Web servers are started applications that listens for the effort and then processed HTTP request, typically over port 80. Worker are specialized applications that have a background processing task that listens and for messages on an Amazon SQS queue. Worker applications post those messages to from application by using HTTP. So web applications, web servers are the application which is hosted on port 80 and which is visible to the person who is approaching this web application. Then the worker node is running in the background, which is put task according to the message, according to SQS queue, and send and suppose those messages to application by using HTTP. So here we are going to create a web server application. Just select it. Here what we give, as you remember, then in the previous we give the application name. So here you can give the application name. Here you can choose the tag. Here you can choose for environment and all those things. Here you can choose for the platform, that what all platform you want, environment name and all those. Here you can choose for the platform, that which platform you prefer. Here you can choose filter, and here you found configure more option. First what we're going to give, we will give the name of this application as a test. Here you can found the test env, or we can also give the domain name, domain here which is available. We need to check for the availability. We are going to check for test, it's not available. We are going to test 1 2 3 4 5, it's available, so we are going to use this. You need to add a description. We are going to choose the platform, that which platform, on which platform you are going to you want to work. Then select for the sample application or existing version of application, or upload your own code. You may select anything, and you can modify this thing after creation of environment by clicking on configure more option. You will find that there are so many options while creating the environment. You can edit so many options, just like instance, load balancer. Yeah, here you see that you can also configure the configuration parents, that on which type of instance you want. You want the other free tier, spot instance, highly available, spot and on demand instance, and custom configuration. You can choose anything. You can change the platform here. You can change the software. If you want to edit the software, you can edit it. If you want to edit the instance, you can edit the instance. If you click on edit the instance, you can edit the instance from here. Security group, here you can edit the instance volume type, like either containerized or general purpose or native, or you can choose accordingly. You can also change the capacity of instance from T2 micro to any other as you want. You can change the EC2 image AMI ID. If you want to change it, you can change the on demand instance to any other. It's all configurations are all up to you. You can change in the security pattern, that if you want to use any other IAM role, you can choose that IAM role. You can choose any instance profile if you want. Monitoring, if you want to enable or disable the monitoring, then you can choose that. If you want to update, manage the update setting, that on which date, on which time these updates would be done, then you can do this. You can also notify, you can also send notification to email addresses with the help of SNS. As you see that here, you can just type the email address and it will automatically notify the user. You can go with the databases and all those things, and after clicking on create environment, the environment got created. As you see that here we created the environment. We created directly. I come up with all the process that how we can create environment if you don't want to create environment directly. We can check for all the configurations and create the environment. So now you see that our environment is in okay state and it's in healthy state. So as you see that it's in healthy state, the platform is Node.js, the running version of our application. So you can upload the code here. You can upload the code version label if you want to prefer. You can deployment policies. You can choose deployment policies, and also you can check for the batch size, that how much amount of size you can come up with the one time and all those thing. You can choose, you can go with the logs, that all the information logs, error logs, or any type of logs your application process, it will come to here. Now we are going to check for the application that currently there is no code uploaded by us, so the node.js page would be open when we open this URL. So here you come up with the URL. When you create any of the Elastic Beanstalk environment, you are come up with the URL. The URL is automatically generated for you, or you may give the URL manually, as we see in our configuration panel. So you found that with the help of our Elastic Beanstalk environment, we are able to open Elastic Beanstalk this Node.js welcome page. So now to see the logs, what we need to do, we need to go to logs. To see the logs, as we know that directly the logs come. If you want to download the logs, or if you want to check the previous logs, then you can just request for the logs last 100 lines or full log. Just click on full log and you will find the download of file option over here. We'll wait. Yeah, you can see that the download file option is come up over here. You can download the file from here and check for the logs. If you want to configure, or if you want to change any configuration or anything, you can just need to go to configuration in the left side toolbar. You need to just go to configuration, and here you found that all the configurations are come up here, and whatsoever configuration you want to edit, just click on edit and just change for the configuration. You can change the configuration here. You can check for logs here. You can check for health here, health check here, that what's the health check for which instance. You can go with the monitoring, that if you want to monitor the Elastic Beanstalk, then you can come up with the one place and you can monitor all those things, what all sorts of things are running in the Elastic Beanstalk. If you want to create an alarm, then you can just go to monitoring dashboard and create an alarm for Elastic Beanstalk from here. Yeah, manage the updates, that if Elastic Beanstalk, if any of the resources are updated, Elastic Beanstalk automatically updates the resources according to the latest version. So if any of the resource come up with any update, then it will manage the updates accordingly, according to the maintenance period of time. You can check for the events, that what all events are processed in the Elastic Beanstalk. Yeah, requested environment from info from each instance deployed completely successfully. All sorts of information you will find over here in the events. You can check for the text, that there are some predefined text over here. You can also give some custom text over here, and you can also add around 50 text in Elastic Beanstalk. Yeah, so we are now able to access the Node.js congratulations page, that we are successfully deployed Node.js application on our server. So you found that your first AWS Elastic Beanstalk Node.js application is now running on your own dedicated environment in the AWS cloud. So yeah, so this is how we are able to create the Elastic Beanstalk with the help of some AWS configurations, with the help of some minimum configuration. Yeah. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have any doubt, feel free to comment below. Please like, share and subscribe MJ History. Goodbye.